Hello and welcome back to the channel. I'm Thomas and today I'm going to be giving you an update on the Toyota IQ. So I've had it for about 2 months now and ownership has been ups and downs. I had a little bit of expenditure so far, but in the main I've been taking it across Scotland. It's been on several hundred miles actually. I think I've done about 1,200 miles on the car so far, which isn't too bad going. Yeah, I think in the motorway it's pretty okay. I'd love it to have cruise control just because it's my first car without cruise control. Actually, tell a lie, my very first car, 2006 1.2 Polo, had no cruise control, but since then I have, and it helps when you're driving up that A9 a little bit easier. But yeah, on the motorway, typically getting 50 odd miles to a gallon. I think the very first kind of month I had it was managing to get about 60 to 63 I seen on a good motorway run, keeping it steady about 60. But I've noticed in the winter months, especially when it's got to like -11, it's dropped down to about 47 miles to a gallon. Vehicle exercise duty for the car is £20 here in the UK. It is a 2009 model and it is the automatic. Unfortunately, it needed some work to get through its MOT, so it did need a new exhaust. So all in all, with the exhaust and the labour, and it also needed something to do with the front calipers and needed stripped and dipped. Something like that. It was about £547 to get that sorted, so that was quite an expensive bill when I was only maybe 5 or 6 weeks into ownership of the IQ, so fingers crossed there's no more big bills on the little IQ. Practicality wise, I've only really carried I think one other person in the car, usually a family member, so the 2 seats are fine. And usually the back seats have kind of left folded down just to have that larger cargo area, because when you have the seats up, apart from maybe a little bit less road noise when you're out on the road, having them up, you're not really getting any benefit, because anybody who has an IQ maybe watching, the IQ boot is quite small and you can only fit maybe something like sunglasses, or can't even fit your shopping bag in there, so it's quite pointless having the seats up if you don't need them. And the seats at the back are covering that carpet material anyway, so you can put your suitcase and things there and carry groceries, whatever you may be, and it's pretty okay for 2 people nipping around. Parking wise, it's great as well, just because every space you fit in, you've got plenty of room front, back, each side of the door. It's quite a neat little car, and I do like the keyless entry on the IQ as well. I had that in quite a few cars, and I think I've currently got the 320i out in test, and that doesn't have keyless entry, so when your hands are full, especially coming from a supermarket, you do appreciate having the keyless kind of entry to open the door. Other things IQ has, kind of big car toys, it's like your automatic wipers, the automatic lights, those kind of conveniences that you expect in like a more modern, larger kind of car. It's quite nice to have in a compact car as well. Electric windows as well, you don't always get that. I know that you get Fiat Pandas with wind-up windows of a similar age. And yeah, it's pretty good. Electric wing mirrors. I'm just trying to think of anything else. It doesn't have a glove box, and I've not got the net yet. I'm debating if I want to buy that cargo net that can magnetically stick on the passenger side, just to give you a little bit of extra storage, because there's only like one cup holder in the middle for like a bottle of water, or if you go to a drive-through to carry a hot chocolate, and there's not too much room elsewhere in the car. The radio, I have done a video on how to set the radio, because that was a bit of a mind mush moment. It took me about 4 weeks to really get my finger out to research on how to create, just how to set the radio station. So I have created a video now on how to set the radio, just because I found it quite tedious, and just really every time I got in the car I just kind of never really bothered with it, left it on radio 1 or whatever. So if you are looking to set your radio on an IQ and it's a little bit more complex than any other car I've ever had, go and check that video out on my channel, it probably will help. And now we're going into 2023, we shall see how long the IQ lasts, because if anybody who watched the original video, it was kind of more a purchase, I wasn't really looking for an IQ, one of my friends was selling it and I ended up buying it. So yeah, I don't know how long it's going to last for, but I'm enjoying it while I have it. It's purple on purple, and IQ2 I believe is the spec, because it's got like your fog lights, and anybody who is an IQ enthusiast can maybe fill in the blanks below of my knowledge gap. So I just want to say thanks very much for watching this video. If you made it this far, we're now approaching, it's the 30th of December now, so we're now approaching the new year at lightning pace. Hopefully you all have a good festive time over the new year, and I will see you all in 2023. Thanks very much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel below. Ciao.